Hello there. This is your old buddy Killer Shrew, and I'm about to do another really stupid thing today. As most, if not all of you know, I am a bit of a chili head. I love hot stuff. I love hot sauces, and in recent days, I've really been getting more and more into eating hot peppers. Um, it's been a while since I've done some really high levels of number of peppers. I took a bit of a break. My tolerance went down a bit, and but I've been getting back into it. And I've got some ghost peppers. Ghost peppers. This is a ghost pepper here. Ghost peppers are what are known as super hots, and I have never eaten an entire super hot pepper. In the past, I have done habaneros, which were at one time, years ago, they were considered the hottest pepper out there. Those have been well surpassed by numerous different kinds of peppers, including the ghost pepper, and then even more than that with the scorpion, the butla, the infamous Carolina Reaper. And now supposedly the hottest one out there is one called Pepper X, which I've had sauces made from. So I can't really attest. Well, of course, I can't attest to direct heat of any of those other kind of peppers because I've never had them directly, other than in small amounts. Uh, the most I ever did of the habanero was actually a chocolate habanero, which is a high end pepper. They range in Scoville heat units of of from 250,000 to 350,000 Scoville heat units. Now, to put that in perspective, that means that the jalapeno, which a lot of you have probably have tried in some degree, those range from 3 to 8,000 Scoville heat units. So picture about 200, 300 times hotter than that. Sorry, I keep messing with my glasses. I've got to get some new ones, and the frames on these are bent, and I look ridiculous with them. They've been like this for a while, and my Lammy, as you know, who I'm married to, has been giving me crap about it for a long time. So now that I'm seeing myself for a long period of time, I think I agree with her. I need to get these fixed. Anyway, back to the pepper thing. So again, the habanero, the chocolate habanero, that was. Those range from 250 to 350,000 Scoville heat units, whereas the jalapeno is like from 3 to 8,000 on the high end. So again, these are the chocolate habanero is many times hotter than that, and believe me, I can tell you that. Now, the most of those I ever did at one sitting was 12 chocolate habaneros. Now, a little bit of pepperology here. You might say, oh, so 12 times. Let's say that they were on the low end, 250,000. So you should be able to eat a pepper that is like 3 million Scoville units. And it doesn't work that way. Think of Scoville heat units as temperature. And maybe I've explained this in a previous video, so sorry if I'm repeating this for the few of you who have watched that one. If you're watching this one, it doesn't work that way. Think of it like temperature. If you took a 50 degree, so something that was 50 degrees Fahrenheit hot, and put 10 of those like on your skin, right? That would not be the same as having a 500 degree, 500 degree item there. It's not the same thing. Hopefully that makes sense here. So, but you would have a more intense heat. It would be spread more over your mouth. You'd have a lot more of it. So it definitely is hotter, but it's not the same level of heat, if that makes sense here. So back to the heat level, the ghost pepper here, what I'm about to eat, this is the first whole one that I've ever eaten. I've been working my way up towards this, and I have eaten a whole one, but not all at once. It took me, I ate a whole one over about maybe a 45-minute period where I ate like a third of it. I let that one go. I let that go for a while. I said, you know what, I could probably eat a little more. I took another third, let that sit for about 15 minutes, and then said, you know what, I could do it, the rest of it. And so I ate that. So I've eaten a whole one overall within about an hour's time, but that's not the same as eating one all at once. Yesterday I ate about half of this size yesterday, and then shortly after I ate a regular orange habanero, and that was pretty intense. But this so I can handle the heat level, just not the amount of it that I'm about to do here. So one of the things that I have found, I'm not so much worried about, although it's going to be tough. I'm not so much worried about the mouth burn. The mouth burn, I actually, and to a degree, maybe not the initial heat, but as it dies down, I really enjoy the rush that it gives you, and of course, I enjoy the endorphin rush that you get from hot peppers. I mean, you get high off of peppers. Some people can't, but I do. I get a good buzz off of it. And what's kind of nice about it is that it doesn't give you a hangover. You don't get addicted to it. It doesn't make you sleepy. As a matter of fact, it kind of wakes you up, as you can probably imagine. I got rid of alcohol about a year ago. In fact, it's coming up on 1 year here in about a week, on the 20th of November. So yay, and it's been fantastic. So the only high that I get anymore, I don't do drugs or anything, is from my peppers. Is my pepper high and life. I get high on life. I'm a pretty happy guy, especially now that I'm not imbibing anymore. So it's been a great year. Just as a little side note here, not criticizing anybody that drinks or anything. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do anymore. And I'm very glad for it. So anyway, but my peppers give me a high. Doesn't last as long. It's not something that when you have one, then you need to have another one. Obviously, you have to go through a lot of pain to get to that high. That's not something that is always enjoyable to do too much of. But anyway, getting to the heat comparison, these are called super hots. Super hots are anything that are about 1 million Scoville heat units. And these can range from about 850 to just over 1 million Scoville heat units. So doing a comparison with the hottest full pepper that I've had up to date, the chocolate habanero, the aforementioned chocolate habanero, this is probably 3 to 4 times hotter than that. And those are, of course, are many times hotter than a typical jalapeno, which is what most people are used to, we would consider hot, although they're not that bad. So anyway, I have got on hand here. I'm going to try to go 10 minutes here at least. I don't drink water when I eat peppers. That actually makes it worse, I've learned. Water makes it worse. It actually, just because what causes the heat is capsaicin, and capsaicin comes in an oil that's in the pepper, and the water just simply spreads it around. It gives you temporary relief for about for just a few seconds, and then it actually makes it worse. I found, and I've heard many people tell me that that is what it does. In fact, I just read it. Other things can help a bit. Protein type things, soy milk helps. I've tried that, and dairy milk can help. Again, the mouth burn I'm not as worried about, even though that can be intense, and we'll see how it goes here. Hopefully not unbearable. What I get more concerned about is what are called capsaicin cramps, which are really bad stomach cramps, which are the things I can't stand. I can deal with mouth burn to a pretty high degree. Cramps to any significant level I do not like. So what does work, I have found, and I just learned about this from Smokin' Ed Curry, who bred the Pepper X and the Carolina Reaper, two of the hottest peppers on the planet. He did a test of 10 different antidotes, and he said that acid works. which would be like lime juice. And he actually used this stuff. He said this worked fantastic, which is just these lime crystals. This is just crystallized lime, is all it is, and I think some maltodextrin or something. Yeah, but this is it's lime and that's it. And he just took a big chunk of that. So I've got that on hand in case this gets a little too hot. I don't think it will, but in case I'm just in total agony. The other thing that I've got here is a sweet and sour non-alcoholic tequila beverage that I really like. It's basically lime juice, straight lime juice mixed with straight lemon juice. That's about that much of that is just lemon and lime juice. Maybe about that. That much of non-alcoholic Danny Trejo's non-alcoholic tequila. It doesn't taste like tequila, but it's fun. And then a little bit of agave syrup. It kind of makes a little bit of a margarita type thing. This really, I have found, at least in my experience, really helps with capsaicin cramps. Can help prevent them. The other thing that I've done is that I've prepped a little bit, and that's by eating protein-rich or starch-rich foods. And I just ate a couple of starchy bananas to help keep that from happening. That won't help with the mouth burn, which is really what we're trying to go for. As far as being able to stand that. That's really what I'm shooting for. So anyway, I'm a little nervous here. This one's pretty ripe on this one. It's a little soft, but I cut it open and the seeds look good. One more thing, I think I've said this in previous videos. The heat is not in the seeds. Everyone thinks it's in the seeds, and I've tested this myself. I've just taken out seeds and eaten those, and there's no heat in them. There is some in the membrane, but if you take the membrane off, the seeds themselves have no heat. It's actually in the biggest part of the heat is what is called like the pith or the placenta of it. That's where the heat really is. So it's pretty firm here. It's a little soft up here, but it's not rotten. It's just overripe. So anyway, enough talk. I've been talking here for 12 minutes. Some of you have probably given up and are obviously not listening to me right now. But for those that are still around, here we go. So it's down. Already feel the burn pretty intense. Thing about the ghost pepper, the reason it's called a ghost pepper is that it starts out kind of low and you're thinking, oh, this isn't that bad. It is right now already, but it gets worse and worse. It goes up. So I can feel it already. It's on my tongue. I'll probably get some hiccups here. It'll build a bit. Probably won't do a lot of talking here. One of the reasons I chew it up is that saliva helps with the capsaicin cramps. Whew, that's hot. I got it on my tongue, a little on my lips, back of my throat a bit. Oh, man. Ooh, that's hot. A bit of a hiccup. Face is getting red. Oh, that's hot. I think it's peaking now. I did not set a timer. I'm going to go about 10 minutes. Oh. Oh, it's going. I'm still doing it. I'm about 3 minutes in.
Are you done recording?
No, I'm still recording. My wife's here now. That's still peaking. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's wicked hot. I think it might be starting to go down. Rush hasn't really started yet. About halfway done. My nose is running a bit. Whew. This is not for the faint of heart. Starting to feel it in my hands. They get numb, tingly. Ears are booming. Oh, that's hot. Starting to get a rush here. About 6 minutes in, 4 to go. Oh, damn, those are hot. Again, this is my first full super hot at once. You are witnessing it here on Killer Shrew TV. About 2.5 minutes left. Oh, man. Believe it or not, I do like the heat rush. One that's on the downside, in spite of what it looks like. It's a strange, good kind of pain. I'm not a masochist in other ways. Oh, man. About 2 more minutes here. Arms are just buzzing. Throat is burning. Lips are burning. Tongue's not too bad anymore. I'm feeling a little calf cramps, but not much. Definitely on the downside right now. One of the things that I found that help with calf cramps also is bending over, kind of crushing the stomach. That can help. You can see my eyes are watering. About a minute left before I hit the 10-minute mark. Doing good. Oh. Oh, man. Wow. That is something. Starting to feel the calf cramps coming in. I'm at about the 10-minute mark, and I'm going to go a little longer just to be on the safe side. Probably going to start drinking some of this beverage because I hate the calf cramps. I'm going to go to 24 minutes on the video, which will be about a little over 10 minutes since I started eating this, I think. A little longer here. Twenty more seconds, I'm going to go. Oh, that's a burn. Okay, I'm at 24 minutes since I started the video. I started the pepper, I think, at about 13. So here goes. It's not so much the mouth burn, it's the calf cramps, again, that I'm trying to prevent, because those suck. The reason that acid works is that capsaicin is an alkaline, and you don't. I did this once. Is I took some antacid, which is an alkaline. Oh, that made it bad. That hurt like a son of a gun. Oh, there go the calf cramps. Okay, I think I'm going to end it here, but you watched it. Did it. Have a groovy day, y'all. Shrew out.